You may think you're pretty, you may think you're ugly, other people might think you're pretty, other people might think you're ugly, whichever way the opinion goes. But one fact that is true for each and every one of us, me included, is that we are all extremely ugly in God's eyes. There's no way around it. If you've been alive for any amount of time, surely you've heard of the term brown bag special. Man, she's so ugly I wouldn't put a brown bag on her head and touch that. She's so ugly I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole and you pushing. I know since I'm a guy, I used a woman, a she as my example, but in this case, it doesn't matter male or female. We're all a bunch of brown bag specials with God. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty, look at me. Oh yeah. Man, I'm good looking. I'm not ugly. Well, when it comes to anyone and God, there is no escaping the fact that you, me, everyone is just a brown bag special. And unless you got that brown bag on your head, God's not going to touch you with a 10-foot pole, Jesus and the angels pushing. That's how repulsive you are. But the remedy, the solution, is very simple. Just put the brown bag on your head. Then can God tolerate your ugly, nasty, dirty self. Some people even believe that their bag does have this on it. They believe that they're really covered by that grace, when in fact that bag that they really wear is covered with this. And when God sees that, He says, I can do nothing with that. Be gone. Yeah, but I'm a good person. I pay my tithes. I don't have any tattoos on my body, and I do what the Bible says. I follow what the Bible says exactly. I'm a good person. That's just the way it is. I'm just a good person because I do what the Bible says. Some people try to judge me according to the law, and I have news for you. Where there is no law, there is no transgression. If I am no longer bound to the law, then it no longer is able to judge me because I'm not under it no more. I'm not without law to God. That's a whole different thing. You can't get that from your book. It's in there, describing exactly what I'm talking about is in the book, but you're never going to understand it unless you get it from Him. So then why are there Bibles? Why are there holy books? Why is there law? Because you are not ready for that grace. However, that grace has been and is ready for you. The evidence of you not being ready for that grace is clear because you are still under the law. And in every one of your actions and your thoughts show and is a witness to you that you are still under the law if you're still under the law. The law is simply a process to show you, each and every one out there, that it is not the way to God. It never was. It's just part of a process in order to take you from this broken thing to the right thing. Could you just start off, hey, I'm just going to start off without the law and go on? It's possible, but in so many ways we're just born into that mentality of being under law. And it's being taught to people at a younger and younger age. The farther we go in time, the younger and younger this law mentality is taught to the people. As for me, I'm more than happy, more than content with just being butt ugly, repulsive to God because I wear the bag happily, joyfully. It's good enough for me. Should be good enough for anybody. Just accept that you're just a butt ugly person in the eyes of God. If you think I'm good looking, if you think I'm ugly, I don't care one bit. That means nothing to me. Just in the same way, I don't care if you're good looking or you're ugly. I don't want to sound too much like an after school special, but it really is what's on the inside that counts, and what's on the outside doesn't count for anything. And God uses the paper bag to look past this outer thing to see the inside, because that's what really counts. So anyway, that's my version of grace. Thanks for watching.